Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Four Roses Barrel Strength Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So first and foremost, I got to thank Phil Ox for actually sending in the sample that he sent in, because he has put me in a downward spiral now. I put super fan of the channel on a hunt of Massachusetts.
Like, look at this, look at this, look at this.
It's like a Pokemon, man. I got to get them all now. I can't wait. So I can't wait to try this one, because that sample he sent in was top notch. That was delicious.
Very good.
So let's get through the particulars on this one. So we actually found this one. This one we got for, it comes in at 125.2 proof. We got it for $84.99. It is an 8-year, 9-month whiskey. This came from Warehouse QS, and it's barrel 88.6H. So it's distilled and aged at Four Roses Distilling, LLC in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. This recipe that we have happens to be OBSK, and the one that Phil sent in was OESQ. So I wanted to see, is this anywhere in the realm of what he had sent in or not? And I honestly, I'm on a hunt. I want to try to get as many of these as we can.
Their looks, though, just when you look at the bottle, always like a very, very dark bourbon.
I don't know. I don't know if it is the glass, the way it looks, or you think it's just the way...
No, even in the glass. I mean it never comes out looking, like a young one.
Right.
And then even the 10-year we did yesterday was way lighter than this.
Right. No, 100%.
So whatever they're doing, it just seems to be... It always comes out darker, and that usually the nose jumps right out at you, so...
Yeah. We'll see how this one is. I mean, we like this single barrel. I like this small batch. I like this small batch select that we did. But when he sent that sample in, I was like, it was next level. I had never seen him this high of proof. So, again, thanks to super fan of the channel, Steve, he actually found this at one of the stores.
This is always one of them deceiving, because you can go by it, and the looks, they are different, but yet you don't know.
That was me, Finn.
I don't know. You got to pay attention, because you can walk right by them.
Well, and it's tricky because they do have all the different mash bills, and then they have 4 different yeast strains. So I mean, you can try forever to try to get what it is. But it's
definitely a picture. Send it to you so you can look and see what we got back.
That's what I'm gonna start writing down the different ones that we've tried, or the ones that we have, and then I'm gonna try to Pokemon them, man. I'm gonna try to get them all, and then I'd love to do a blind out of if we can get 4 around the same proof, but
sad day.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And just trying them. I mean, again, Finn, knock it off. 8 years, 9 months. It's $84. I mean, you're right in the $10 a year lane, anyways. But
you definitely know you're drinking it. It's kind of very caramel-esque in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, no. Here we go again. So the fun part is, if you do get one of these, it usually comes with this nice little tag, and on the back it'll tell you all the different recipes that they have and what they project them to actually be. I didn't even look. I have no idea what we're supposed to be getting on this one. But
as far as what?
Well, because like something. Let me see.
It didn't say nose or anything.
No, but like let me see. What is the one he had? OESQ. So if you look at the OESQ, it was floral nose, rose petal, and acacia, banana refreshing, medium body. Like, it just has like a little different things on what you should get. I'll tell you, the finish.
What is this one give?
I don't know. The finish is still in my mouth. I wasn't going to look because I wanted to see.
It does stick around.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're probably not going to get any of what they.
No, and it is.
I did get a super sweet caramel-esque, but it held on.
So. It has a decent finish. I don't know if it was as long as the sample was or not, but again, it was there.
It was a while. No, it's definitely there.
It was definitely there. So this one is what?
It
OBSK.
Jumped way above yesterday. Mm-hmm. But the nose is super caramel-esque.
So this is rich in spiciness and full body, and it is all of that. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I want to say about this. Again, the viscosity on these, like it coats like a syrup. Like it's not, and it stays wherever it hits. It stays on your tongue with flavor. Now this is 125 proof. You know it's a proof, but it's not. When we drank the Bookers, I was over here gagging because it was like hot.
I almost wonder if there's like a cinnamon in this one because it has that extra sparkle, like a heavy rye. So would that be a cinnamon?
Yeah, I didn't get the mash bill on it. Like I get
it. It's not on a bottle either. So
yeah,
but it does hold on. So it would deceive you a little bit on that. I would contribute that maybe to a cinnamon. I don't get the nose of that.
I mean, it's been a handful. It has been a lot of whiskeys between that sample and the one we're doing right now. So it's it's hard to judge it. That's why I said I want to be on a hunt and I want to see how different each one is.
Yeah,
like if we can get a handful of them,
kind of hide this one a little bit till we do get a few more, and then
sure we will. No, I agree with you. I really other than like putting it in blinds, I'll try to stay off of it. I won't drink this one because I do want to put it up against other ones.
Yeah.
Not only other ones because again we haven't got to the grade yet, but I mean this is very good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like very good to me. So
I'm with you. There's right the initial swallow too. There's like a different. It might be oak there in the beginning. Which is weird. You get that oak more in the front.
I see a cinnamon, though, when you say that. I know it says rich in spiciness, but I just rolled that all on my tongue.
It definitely holds.
Pop rocks like crazy.
It definitely holds on. But I got, like, a first initial flavor was more oak. It doesn't finish that way as much as I think the last one we did.
Mm-hmm.
But you get it front, which is weird. We don't get many that you get a front oak and then.
No, it's finishing with that nice oaky presence though.
Maybe the cinnamon or the sparkle kicks in more for me towards the end, and then but it sticks around. This thing sticks around forever.
The cinnamon and like the spiciness of it. As soon as that hits my tongue and I'm rolling it around, it is fireworking on there.
It's definitely fireworking.
But
you're not whiff. You wolfed this one,
The one thing I'm saying, much like the sample that we had, that one might have lasted. Their finish might have been a little bit longer, but man, this finish is still in my mouth, and it's not proof. It's not hanging on with the proof. You know you got a proof. You know you're not drinking 100. Definitely. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it's like the flavor is still in my mouth. My mouth is watering because the flavors just won't leave.
It definitely sticks around. And you're right. If you switch it. It stays there for a while.
There is zero I don't like about this one, and I'm in that point where, this is one of the better whiskeys. Much like I said about the sample, I don't see anything that we've had so far this year that this won't compete with. This has definitely got to be in our top 10. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way it drinks.
It's a solid A. It could be even an A plus.
That's all I'm saying. Whether we go A or A plus, it's insignificant. This is gonna be in the running for whiskey of the year. Whether it comes in, once we put it in blinds, we'll figure out I like this one better than this one. But it's definitely it drinks by itself like this very good. Now whether it can hold up against the other ones when you put them up against them,
I don't see it lacking.
No, well, that's just what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But we're halfway through this year already. We're gonna have to start narrowing down. It is, so we're gonna have to start narrowing down on it. But I don't see anything in this that says this doesn't have potential. Yeah, I don't know because the finish is one of the longest finishes that we've had.
We keep babbling. We're not even sipping. So this is like unlike yesterday. We already reloaded. So this is like day and night. But yes, the proof is way up there, but
I'm not reloading because of that. It's still in my mouth, like that flavor. It feels like I just took a sip, and you nailed it on the head when we did the sample. And again, the sample might even been better. I can't judge.
I'm with
but you said it on that where you were like, this is one of the first times we had a small pour that we have on a sample, but yet we weren't searching for more because it lasts. That flavor
it definitely
stays.
Does, and it's. Obviously, you're getting a little more acclimated right now, but it's still there. It's a very caramel-esque, like on your tongue. You keep like tasting caramel after. Yes, and there is a pop rock. So is that cinnamon caramel, whatever it may be, whatever their spice may be, and maybe it is a little bit more rye. There is whatever's there. It does hold on.
I am definitely getting like a cinnamon spice on the front of this. We just did the Cinnabuns on my son's channel. Go check them out, Jerky's Food Reviews. We do food reviews over there. We have fun over there, as he likes to say.
It's correct.
When it does have that cinnamon up front, but the more that sits in a glass, that caramel is starting to shine through on the nose and on the palate. Like you said, that mid palate, it really does caramel out on it, and then it does finish with me with a nice oaky presence at the end.
It is.
This is it's right up there.
It is right up there. It's not a sad day.
We just haven't thrown out an A+, but you know what? I
We did
I
on
think
his.
it's worthy. I think it's worthy. You know what I mean? Because we didn't have it. I think this, because whatever
put it
wins,
there.
when we finally do the Battle of the A's on Sunday, I would put this up against it and see how it runs. You know what I mean? Like, I think
gonna hold its own.
We have a handful anyways. We
Which
started
is
this,
actually funny. There's a shitload of people that don't like Four Roses.
That's the weirdest
I never get pedals. Or, no matter which one we've done, I've never gotten like that whole floral note. So I'm not opposed.
and I'm
It's
wondering
just-
how
it's
much
just
of that's subliminal because it's literally called Four Roses. You know what I mean?
Some people,
Yeah.
But then again, I have watched some people that hated this and did it in a blind and it won. And
Go Jeremy. I saw that one too. If that's who you're talking about. Like, that was his worst one. And then it comes out. And again, this just carries. I can't.
he was one of the first ones I started watching.
Yeah,
so.
I can't describe how much flavor. I'm trying to think back. We didn't ooh and ah when we did like the Stag or the George T. Like, we started grading,
I think
way
we were a
into
little
this
tougher
month.
then too.
Well, we didn't grade back then.
Well, that.
So, but I would be interested to see how this would run against, like, I'm going to have to go back to some of the ones we got early this year, because usually when we do the top 10, it's what we've
fall
tried
into
this
that,
year.
though.
You know what I mean? Oh, I think it's in the league.
It'll
I
definitely-
think this
We actually should just do
as
that
good.
and not put it into not put it back here because we may not see it for 2 years and just actually put it together.
Oh, I put it like a Sunday fun day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Still,
No,
or
100%.
just maybe even just do the two and just see how who does. Maybe we should do that every now and then on Sunday. Just do a couple.
We got the regular
Stag,
Stag
or
too.
even George T.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like the battle of what we think. Like,
Put
it-
our two together.
It is July, so what we think right now, like, just off of memory,
Yeah.
what
Well,
our
it is
top
memory,
four.
too.
That's what I'm saying. What it
Yeah.
would be our top four that we tried so far this year, and then throw them out there. You know what I mean?
I like
and
that
do it
idea.
something like that, just as that. We still have the Battle of the A's coming up. I still haven't done that, and we have a
You might
couple.
think we never talk, but we do.
No, and we have a couple other ones
We do.
that are going. We
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
bunch of stuff lined up, anyways. But you guys keep coming up with awesome suggestions and awesome things. You sent this in, and you
nose
put me.
is getting better.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was going to say. You put me, honestly. If anyone hasn't tried these, leave a comment down below. These are like must tries. Like that, I never knew how good they were. I like the single barrel. We've had a couple single barrels, but that was only at 100 proof.
We're almost gonna
This
have
is
to
next
throw this
level.
up against Old Forester as well.
100%.
That's,
I got one in the
it's
sack.
always
I
our
had to
stock.
get
If not, I have one at the house.
I had to get a new store pick because we killed it in all the blinds that we put it on. But that's what won last time.
That's what I mean.
No.
The nose is pretty
Yeah.
damn close.
I mean, I will. What I remember of the one that Phil sent in, it had more of a fruity presence. I think the only thing that this is lacking is that it doesn't have that fruity presence. It has more of a cinnamon spice in the front, then that huge caramel with a nice oaky finish that lasts for days. And that's the only thing it's missing. Where I think Phil's might have a better chance because it was super fruity. In fact, I forget what fruits I was calling, but it was like none of them was banana, which is funny. I wish I had his. And I'm on a hunt. We will find it. I will do my best to try to get one. But overall, again, leave a comment down below because I know there's got to be some of you out there just Four Roses haters because this is one of them brands, kind of like Makers. The people love or hate Makers.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just kind of the way
weird,
it
too.
is.
That's
It's
just
just it is what it is.
No,
and
it is.
I get it. Some people just aren't a fan of this brand. I'm telling you right now, this is hands down. I'm gonna go A+ because this is worthy of one of the best ones we've drank so far this year.
I'm not opposed.
So I don't know. That being said, this happens to be, for those of you that are in Massachusetts, he got this it was Liquor Junction Whiskey Family. I forget where he works. He works somewhere out on the way towards Boston, and it was one of the liquor stores out there that actually had it. But if you could find it, it's one of their store picks. So
Sure, Google it. They
I
gotta
know
be around
nothing.
somewhere, Liquor
I've
Junction.
searched all around us, and nobody has Four Roses store picks. So.
Our local stores have
No,
not.
that's what I mean. I've never seen a Four Roses near us, but we will be keeping an eye out for it because this is special. That's all I'll say. Like
I agree.
I this is really special. So, well, there you go. That's the Four Roses Barrel Strength Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Again, if you had something like this, leave a comment down below. If you are in Mass and you know some, whether you live in Western Mass, Northern Mass, anywhere around here, or even Connecticut, because I'm not opposed. If you know of a store or Rhode Island, anywhere in a general area that's not. I will make a pilgrimage if it's a different barrel, a different recipe, because I do want to get as many of these as we can, because I want to see the difference myself. So if you are around, leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.